everyone, returning to a reaction for Scott Hoyne, and this time I'm returning to his solo project yet again, and this is Parallel, which I believe was released like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, super excited to jump into this. You know what, his last solo project was beautiful, so I'm super excited to hear this. Let's do it. Scott Hoyne, Parallel. They're always so well filmed as well, his music videos. That was a continuation from the last one, I like it. That was a partner there, right? Bring in the drama. Where was this filmed?
Follow me breath by breath, line by line. Listen close, your heart is beating just the same as mine. Look at us chest to chest, my oh my. Hold me close, don't know the dance, but we can improvise step by step. Right in time, like my hands can reach your mind. Lay on the floor beside me. Let's lock the door, remind me why I would ever be anywhere else. Without you, I'm half of myself, side by side, parallel. Outside, the sky is falling. Look in my eyes and tell me why I would ever be anywhere else. Like something that I've never felt.
Nice. The music dropping out there, gorgeous.
I can get in my head, overthink. Promise you'll go easy on me till we're back and think it's fragile. We'll pick up all the pieces, stitch them back together when we come around.
Beautiful.
Let's lock the door, remind me why I would ever be anywhere else.
Nice build there.
You and I.
Going back in the lift. Or the elevator. Alright, let's leave it there. Oh, wow. Wow. You know what? Scott Hoyne doesn't do anything by halves, right? I mean, nothing at all. Even his work with pentatonics is not done by halves, and this was just no exception to that rule. I mean, wow, the production value of this music video alone was absolutely stunning. I don't know where this is. I mean, this kind of reminds me a little bit of like, is it Ireland? Is it Norway? It's just somewhere beautiful like that. I mean, the scenery here is stunning all the way through. Being on the side of cliffs, looking over the water, like running through the fields, like with his husband as well. I mean, just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, production values, ding, ding, ding. This is where it's at. And I know that his other music video was like that as well. And honestly, I love that we had like a slight nod back to that other music video as well. Like when he saw it, like, past his husband in the elevator. And then we saw like, you know, all of that quickly rush through his mind. Love that stuff. You know, kind of, it's very cinematic in that way. Really, really big fan of that. And I love as well that with his own kind of solo stuff, he's just been unabashedly him. You know, kind of writing about what inspires him, the way he's feeling, the way obviously his husband makes him feel as well, which is just beautiful. That's what love is. That's what love songs do. You know, they kind of inspire you to write in the best ways, and that's exactly what's happening with him. You know, like with the first song and then with this song as well. I mean, it's just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. You feel it and you see it as well with them being in the music video and them two being together as well. Just wonderful. And I love like the lyrics talking about how, like, you know, their lives intertwine, how they run in parallel with each other because they just make that perfect half of one another. They just understand each other and just get each other. You know, and kind of a few little like themes there, kind of when you run by yourself for a while and then you find your parallel and you're running in parallel with somebody and it's just synergy and it works and it's a beautiful relationship when you find that. So incredible. I love that we got that here. Just really, really strong lyrics again. And we have to talk about the performance, the way that Scott sang. Oh my God. Like, Scott is always somebody that will surprise you. And that's what I really like about this is that, you know, you take like his work with Pentatonics, which is amazing, don't get me wrong. But then you listen to something like this and he just takes it in a different way. You know, like when you think, right, I've got the hook now, I understand like the melody of the song, I understand where it's going to go. And he'll still bring something in which kind of like knocks you off kilter where you're like, whoa, wasn't expecting that, but I love it. And that happened in the big build for me, like kind of 3/4 of the way through the song. We had that big build to the word parallel when he kept singing it. But then all of like, I think 90% of the music dropped out. And we had this beautiful layering of like his voice as well while singing parallel. But like all of this background voice, which I believe was his. And like very, very subtle, if all. I believe there was a tiny little bit of music in the background there. And that was almost like a nod to Pentatonics as well, being like an a cappella vocal harmony group. To then coming back to this where, you know, he's kind of doing that solo as well, kind of letting you listen to all of the layers of his vocal, which works incredibly well. And again, like just the moments of when the music dropped out and it was just Scott's voice and then came back in was really, really lovely to hear. And that kind of happened in that sense as well. When the music took a breather, most of it was just Scott's voice. In fact, basically all of it was Scott's voice. And then there was just that big crescendo and then it kind of took us back into the song that we know. And that was genuinely fantastic. Honestly, like, him as a songwriter, he just gets it. He gets it and he knows how to create the best sound for him and his voice, how to get the best out of him, and how to storytell so well. And it was an interesting vibe as well. You know, it was a different sound for Scott where, you know, we had more of this like faster spoken lyric. We had like more of that electronic kind of drum beat in the background as well. And it was interesting. I haven't heard him sing like this before. You know, the first song we had like a slowed down vocal. We had a lot more kind of vocal acrobatics to a sense. But that doesn't mean it doesn't take away from what we had here. It was just a different kind of, I guess, more commercial sound here, but not a negative at all. Incredible. Just showing another string to his bow and how he can take another song and just make it sound completely different from the last, but still continuing the same story. And that's what I love. And I love this as well of like going, you know, the elevator dropping out of like his reality coming into this beautiful world with his partner, then going back into the elevator to take him, well, maybe back to his reality. Who knows? But I love that. Just fantastic from Scott. Another absolute banger. But what did you think of Scott Hoyne and the song Parallel? You know what to do by now. Please leave me comments down below with your thoughts. And if you have any other suggestions by the incredible Scott Hoyne, please leave those down below as well. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. And make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. If you do want to jump in and help support the channel on Patreon, that would be incredible. Thank you so much. The link in and details for that are just down below. On the screen right now, you've seen a few little clips of stuff that we have going on in the Patreon exclusively to that. So again, if you do want to jump in and help support the channel, that would be phenomenal. Thank you again so much. The link and details for that are just down below. So thank you again, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one just like I did. Another solid song and performance from Scott Hoying. Until next time, take care.